Hello and welcome to the Evercade Retreat. Gene Joke here, and today I'm ranking and reviewing Teki-paki from the Towerplan Collection 1 and adding it to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Teki-paki is Towerplan's attempt at doing a falling block puzzle game, and I think it's safe to say they succeeded. However, the game does have quite a steep learning curve, as the difficulty ramps up quite quickly. Apparently this is because Towerplan wanted to design a puzzle game with the intensity of a shoot 'em up. So while at a glance it may sort of resemble Tetris and Columns and many other similar games, and it certainly has some very familiar aspects. Essentially, blocks fall in groups of 3, each randomly coloured, and you have to match up groups of 5 or more blocks. Doesn't matter if it's horizontally, vertically or diagonally, 5 touching blocks will clear them. The larger amount you get to clear at once, the bigger the points. If you get combos between different colours, again, more points. Causing chain reactions is the name of the game if you want to be getting some high scores. There are some extra blocks such as the smiley block, which can be used combined with groups of other colours to help finish off a set. It's like a wild card if you like. And you've got the dynamite block. If you match them in a group of 5, it will clear the screen and give you a 100,000 point bonus. But the dropping of the dynamite blocks is quite spaced out, so trying to get them together is easier said than done. Like all similar games, there is a level progression and the game will speed up, becoming faster and more intense, although it will slow down from time to time. It also introduces more colours of blocks to make things more complicated, and the game does get very intense, like I said, fairly quickly really. It's an arcade game after all, as far as I'm aware there were no home ports, which is a shame. It'd be interesting to see what else they could have done with it. But it does have a multiplayer mode, although actually I've never tried it. I really should at some point. I believe it's quite head to head, so that would be quite interesting. Visually, it's not exactly anything special. It looks good for what it is, but it's a block dropping puzzle game. They don't get too sort of visually impressive, but there is quite a mechanical style to it, with some fairly bright colours. The soundtrack is very energetic and really suits the game's frenetic pace. So overall, while the game can be a little bit hard to get to grips with and get good at, once you do it becomes very rewarding and very compelling, trying to beat your high score and generally do better than you did before. I have sunk many hours into this game, despite the fact that my initial first impressions on the game were fairly negative. It's just a bog standard block dropper, blah blah blah. I wasn't really that interested, but it really does grab you. I guess there's a reason the game was called the brainwashing game. It is one of my favourite puzzle games on the Evercade, and my placing is going to reflect that. So in my overall ranking list, I would put it above Tomb Raider 2, but below Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. And in some ways I could probably put it higher than that. Maybe? No, I think that's good. That's still a very respectable position. I mean, in some ways it feels a little bit high, same with Loops, but they are games that I keep coming back to. They're comfort games in a certain respect, and while they may not have the visual artistry of so many other titles, or plots that are as engaging or so appealing to me, I suppose they fill a different side of my gaming interest. These are games that I play on handheld more than anything else, so if you think these games are a bit high, it's simply because they're excellent examples of what they do. And because of the endless replayability of them, they get played a lot. Anyway, I think that's enough rambling and me trying to justify the high placing of this game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.